What's up, guys? DJ Maniac Mike here for you, and I have got one more tobacco review for you. Lately I've been focusing a lot on getting a lot of tobacco reviews out for you guys. I have a lot of stuff laying around that I've been meaning to get done for you. Just been a little bit busy, and now I'm finding a little bit of time to get some of these out to you. So trying to get caught up on that. But with that anyway, guys, this is going to be Nakhla Zaghloul. Yeah, buddy. Basically, guys, what this is, if you're not familiar with Zaghloul or Nakhla, this is just a straightforward black tobacco, more or less. There's not much flavor involved to it. It's just a black tobacco, as you can see. Typical Nakhla cut, though, very coarse cut. This one is not very wet. Nakhla, you know, it kind of varies with the wetness, but this is actually rather dry. Not too much wetness in there at all, but very black, as you can see, hopefully. Anyway, if I can get it open. There you go. But still rather good regardless of the flavor. It does, as far as smell goes, guys, it does kind of get like a prune smell out of it. That's probably the closest thing that I can tell you that it smells like, but it's, like I say, it's just a pretty straightforward natural tobacco, unwashed tobacco with the glycerin in it. What I'm going to do for you guys though tonight is, the way I smoke Zag, I smoke it without foil. To get into that, basically, guys, a lot of folks will tell you that this is the way you're supposed to smoke Zag. Others will say not really, because smoking without foil is usually more of a traditional tomback type of thing. And there's mixed reviews out there when it comes to Zag, guys. Don't let anybody ever tell you that this is the way that you're supposed to smoke Zag, or that this is the way a real man smokes Zag, because that's not the case. Adding a piece of foil to any tobacco, or taking a piece of foil off of any tobacco, is not going to change the nicotine level in that tobacco. What it is going to do, obviously, is just get that heat to the tobacco a little faster than normal with the foil. For that matter, you can really smoke anything you want without foil with proper heat management. That's really the key. But the way I like to do it is without the foil, and the reasoning is because it requires a lot of heat with the foil. You know, so it takes a lot of heat to get it going. And depending on the size of bowl you're using, usually, you know, an Egyptian bowl is probably, I would say, probably the best bowl for this. But depending on the size, you know, it just depends on how many coals you use. I am using a small Egyptian there. I'm not using any foil, guys, so of course, you know, it doesn't really matter where you pack it. You just want to leave enough airflow in there to smoke it. So basically the pack just kind of looks like that, just a little past the rim. I'm going to pause the camera, guys, and go ahead and put this on the rig, and kind of show you the startup process of it. So give me just a second and I'll be right back. Probably going to come back with the camera off of me, so you'll just be hearing my voice and seeing the bowl. So anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I am back, and as you can see, I've got the coals on the bowl. Obviously you want to kind of have a flat surface with the tobacco, so it has a flat surface for the coals, and a little black on top. That's because while I was talking to you earlier, I had the coals sitting in the tray. So but they are fully lit, so don't worry about that, guys. And please excuse me with the shaking camera. I'm trying to watch the video and make sure got everything going for you. The key with smoking Zag this way, guys, is just like any other time you're smoking, you want to sear that top layer of the tobacco with the coals. Obviously with no foil, the heat is going to be right there on it, and it's not going to take quite as much time. So what you want to do is you want to kind of rotate them a little bit more often there to get it going, just like that. So I usually let it sit on there for about a minute or so, and then turn them around just to get that top layer going. Again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff going for you and come back at you when it's kind of cooking. So pausing the camera, be right back. Alright folks, I am back, and as you can tell, I have got the top layer there kind of seared. Hopefully you can pick up on that a little bit, but nice and hard like surface there. One thing you want to remember, guys, is that again you want to keep rotating the coals a little bit more often during the initial burning of the tobacco. And another thing you want to do is kind of take them off and get that ash off, because with no foil you're obviously going to get a little bit of ash there in the bowl. So just to eliminate that a little bit. So I'm going to pause the camera 1 second, guys, get it set back up on the computer, and be right back. Alright guys, I am back, and I'm going to go ahead and start the review for you a little bit, show you some results of the no foil Nakhla Zaghloul. Been going about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes now. Getting a chance to let it cook and get some smoke build up for you. Again, with the foil, it takes a lot of heat and you don't get a lot of clouds. This method, going back to what I said earlier about don't let anybody tell you that this is the way you're supposed to smoke, it does add a little bit of clouds. And one thing also I'll mention that is it does add a little bit of flavor to it. There's not a lot of flavor to begin with. I mentioned that it kind of smelled like prunes. You get a little bit of that more so with the flavor without the foil than you do with the foil. So that's really the main difference. The key thing to remember doing it this way is just proper heat management. Rotate the coals, don't burn the tobacco, simply put. But yeah, here we go, guys. Rosin hose, KN Kamanja, small Egyptian, and 2 rosin coals. Nakhla Zaghloul. So you see, guys, it does have a little bit of clouds. Nothing really to brag about, but they are there. A lot more than what you would get with the foil, I find. And again, it does have a little bit of a prune taste to it, but in my opinion, it's not that it's a bad thing anyway. If you like prunes, it's not bad. I don't mind them, but it doesn't have quite the strong taste of prunes that it does of the smell. I get a stronger smell of it than I do of the taste. I remember with the foil I didn't get much of a taste at all, not much smoke, so that's the reason I switched to the no foil. Again, it has nothing to do with changing the nicotine level. It is Nakhla, it is Zaghloul. It does have a little bit of a buzz, so one thing to keep in mind while you're out shopping if you want to pick this stuff up, guys. But otherwise, it is a very straightforward, natural, unwashed tobacco taste. And if you're into black tobaccos, you probably have tried this already. If not, then you really need to try it. It's the only really thing I can say about it. So with that, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. Nakhla Zaghloul, no foil, 9 for 10. Go out and get this stuff, guys. Give it a try. See if you like it. If you don't, I'll give you my info and you can send it to me. But on the real, guys, DJ Maniac Mike signing out. 9 for 10 for the Nakhla Zaghloul. Until next time, smoke on. See ya.